You guys, it's about an hour away from World's Strongest Man kicking off. And I said I would give my insight into who I think will do best. Of course, I've first-hand experience to all the guys here and how they've been getting on so far, and how they were yesterday while chilling. But to be honest, they all look good and healthy and strong. The top 10 are, of course, Martin's list is Tom Stoltman, Luke Stoltman, Novikov, Brian Shaw, Mitchell, the new Mitchell. Mitchell actually reminds me a bit of Buzz Lightyear. But he is super strong. So he's going to be one to watch today. He's the underdog of the day, I think. You've Trey, 8 hours after making his second final. Gabriel and Maxime Baudrou. So yeah, they all look like they're in great form. None of them are really injured. They looked good yesterday in the when they were testing the equipment. So here is my predictions. So today we have deadlift, loading, and the Flintstone press. That was one of the events I was most looking forward to here at World's Strongest Man, was that Flintstone press. I think I was looking good for like maybe 240, possibly 250. That's just the numbers I had in my head. But I think loading is first. So loading, I think, looking at the heats, Mitchell looked really fast. And even yesterday, he's so fucking chill. It's actually a bit fucking annoying. He's so chill. He was down by the pool and shit yesterday, and this isn't going to his head at all. Just looks like a chill guy. He's not taking really on board. But I think he'll do well in loading, so I don't think the nerves aren't gonna mess him up. It being his first time here, and first time in the final, the nerves can kind of mess you up a bit, but he looks cool and collected. So in the loading, top 3 for loading for me are Mitchell. I'm gonna say Tom Stoltman, obviously. That fucker can move, man. And Novikov, I see him in the loading race as well. The reason why I said Nov is he's extremely smart when it comes to stuff like this with loading events. He always tries to figure out the best way of doing something, which is why he excels in some of these events. So that's my top 3 for loading: Mitchell, Tom, Nov, I think. Then I think we have deadlift. It's a car deadlift. It looks good. So my top 3 for that, I think it's like 360 kg, which is like 800 pounds. But my top 3 for that would be, I think Mitchell will be right up there again. Mitchell has he could be lucky, and he has the ability to win the first 2 events, which will put him in a good seat going into tomorrow for the final. But the deadlift, I'm going to say Mitchell's going to be right up there. He's a massive deadlifter. I'm going to put Tom up there. He's a great deadlifter. And I'm going to go out and say Novikov, because when Novikov switches on, he's just he's just a machine. I'm 90% sure he's not human. But okay, and then we have the Flintstone press, my old one. That's a tough one to call, because every one of these fuckers hid what they were doing in trading, and so no one really knows what they're doing. I have a fair idea that my top 3 for the press is Martin's. Martin's did 200 in training, I think, but he's always fucking lying about his training. He always makes everything look hard in training, and he comes to competition then and he blows everyone out of the water. So I'm going to put him up there for possibly winning that, or top 3 anyway, in the press, the Flintstone press. Tom, of course, I know Tom has done 230 in training and made it look easy, so he's good for 240, possibly 250. I think the jumps today are 200, 212 I think, and 221 is the next jump after that. I think it goes to 230, and they haven't decided after that, so we'll see. But I think it'll go well over 230. But my top three would be Martins, Tom, and obviously the strongest presser here is Luke Stoltman. So I think Luke is capable of putting massive weights over his head, like we've seen him with how easy he can make a 220 and 230 log look. So those are my top three for the press. So we got those 3 events today. Let's see if I'm right. I'm going to go out on a limb and just call the top 3 from today. And I'm going to say Tom obviously is going to be, I think Tom is going to be the leader after today. He's going to be the leader day 1. I think Novikov will be up his hole, and Mitchell, the new guy, Buzz Lightyear. So top 3 from today: Tom Stoltman, to put him in order. Tom Stoltman first, Buzz Lightyear, and Novikov. Let's see if I'm right.